Hi everyone and welcome to episode 20 of Susie Soul Snacks. I'm Susie and in this episode I would like to talk to you about the signs that tell you that you are healing, because you may be further along your healing journey than you even realize, because on this journey we usually notice the big and obvious changes for obvious reasons. But when we start to notice the smaller shifts in our mindset or the changes and calmness within our body, those things can really tell us that we are successful in healing ourselves. So they can be big or, like I said, the small changes, but they are important either way and are both things to be very proud of. So what are these signs that tell you you are healing? Well, let me tell you. Well, for one, you respond instead of react. And you might think, okay, what is the difference? But when you react, whether it is to a person or an experience, a situation, when you react, it usually comes from an emotion. It's quite immediate and can be quite extreme at times. So depending on how you feel in that situation or the topic that is brought up by a person, because it can be quite triggering sometimes. So a reaction usually comes from quite an emotional space, and it can come even from like self-defense, especially when it's, like I said before, when it's triggering something inside of you. But a response is something that holds a lot less emotion and a lot less triggering, because it holds less heaviness. And a response is usually something that you have given a bit more time, and it comes from a place of balance, because you've allowed time for that response, so it wasn't as immediate, and it comes from a more regulated place. Another clear sign that you may overlook in your healing journey is you put up better boundaries for yourself and you have the confidence to protect them. And this is such an important sign that you are on the right path of healing, because for a lot of people, setting boundaries is one thing, but actually protecting these boundaries and not letting people cross them is a whole nother level. And trust me, because I've been there. And for me, keeping those strong and healthy boundaries is really an act of self-love and is really essential in living a healthy life. So when you have those boundaries and you put them up and you're protecting them, you are doing such a great job in healing, and you can be very, very proud of yourself. And the final sign I want to discuss with you is your mindset, because that is something that can easily be overlooked, because we are so used to shifting by the time that we are healing that we don't even notice those small changes add up to very big changes. So when you notice you actually talk a lot kinder about yourself and to yourself, that is really a major shift and something to be very proud of, because the voice inside our head is constantly on, so we hardly even notice it being there. We can tend to talk ourselves down a lot, especially when we are going through a lot of negative things and a lot of emotions. And we usually don't feel good enough, and we are sure we cannot heal, or we're not very far along on that healing journey. But when you notice that those negative thoughts are a lot less frequent, or they have a lot less meaning for you, then you are really well on your way to healing. So, and usually it comes so gradually that we don't even notice the change that much. But try to notice those first signs and write down your thoughts in a journal, and even reframe the negative ones that are still there, because they usually are. And still, like, be proud of how awesome you are and how far you have come, because really those mindset shifts are such a strong sign that you are doing so well in your healing journey, and I'm very proud of you. So I hope this episode was helpful for you, and if you want more info on my services like my one-on-one coaching or my course Healing Habits, then please visit my website, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.